in my book, I'm shooting right now. You know, obviously, it's like, I'm shooting right now.
There's really no agenda to tonight's dinner. The whole purpose of this is just to get together a bunch of like-minded people. When we heard we had Steven Starr coming from Redver, I am a big fan of...
Steven, can you just tell us a bit as to why you're in Indonesia?
I was invited to Bali to screen the documentary Flow for Love of Water, a documentary about the global water crisis. So there's a school up in Bali called the Green School, and it's a sustainable school that starts in kindergarten and goes up to grade 8. And I got to go there with the film and screen it in Ubud, at the Arma Museum, with the school and with the students. And the students had worked very long and hard on a water project, which they brought to the Ear Coast project in Bangkok. And they presented their water project. They had worked with me online. They presented their Ear Coast project in Thailand, in Bangkok, the week before last, and then I showed up and did a fundraiser with Flow to help them pay for their trip, and it was an incredible experience. We got to go to Subak on the easternmost side of the island with a water priest, in a brilliant experience with a local water governance. There's a irrigation system in Bali which is historic and ancient and sort of unprecedented, and that wisdom is has sort of saved, in many cases, Bali as the beneficiary of this use of irrigation technology. It was developed like literally more than 1,000 years ago, and I got to see that in action and meet the people, and I had a great experience. It was really great.
And after Bali you came to Jakarta, so
yes.
What have you been up to in Jakarta?
Well, there's a program in Jakarta, this is actually day one of something called the American Documentary Showcase. The U.S. State Department has invited 30 documentarians who have made films about, films about Homeland Security and films about like the global water crisis, and films like Flow, and films about what's happening in Afghanistan. A really interesting, hard-hitting group of documentaries, and the U.S. invited these documentarians to go and show their films overseas at different places, and we were all kind of surprised that the actual documentaries they picked included some of us, but they did, and this was the today we had our first screening in Jakarta. On my way back from Bali, I stopped here and we went to a film school here in Jakarta, and an incredible group of students, and we rolled the film and answered questions, and it was a very interesting experience. I think the kids got a lot out of it, and I know I got a lot out of it.
Okay, and you just had dinner with some of the more prominent characters in the digital space in Indonesia.
Yeah.
What was your impression of this?
I think that I just met probably 10 or 15 of the sort of top bloggers and folks who are working on startups here in Indonesia, and there's a real sort of spirit of camaraderie, and people are trying to put up websites and develop technologies and do startups that really remind me of what it's like to do that kind of stuff. I've done some of it myself in the States, and we had a pretty interesting conversation around what mistakes we've all made and what we've all learned from those mistakes, and kind of the fun of trying to start a business, and what it means to do online video. And it's really interesting. There's a blogger conference that's going to happen in October, which I'm really interested in coming back and going to. We'll see.
That's Pesta Blogger.
Yes, and Pesta Blogger, and I would love to be part of that this year. We'll see.
Okay, right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.